Coronation Street's Theo to take revenge against Todd after brutal split. Coronation Street villain Theo Silverton sneaks drugs into Todd Grimshaw's drink next week, as his jealousy spirals out of control. Could Theo's heinous act put Todd's life in danger? Now single following the events of this week's episodes, Theo arrives at the bistro to find James Bailey giving Todd a pep talk ahead of his upcoming marathon. The trio exchange words, before Todd slips off to take a private phone call. Little does Todd know that his evil ex is pouring a bag of drugs into his drink. Theo is a sick man. Seeing Todd and James together feeds the green-eyed monster in him, our Corey source explains. Before anyone can catch him in the act, Theo pulls out a bag of drugs and stirs them into Todd's drink. Theo's intentions aren't clear, but Todd could be more vulnerable than ever. The week begins with Theo turning up to collect the rest of his belongings from Todd, who feels miserable about their split. However, Sarah Platt soon tries to cheer Todd up by taking him out for lunch. It doesn't go to plan though, as while Todd browses the menu, he spots Theo with a handsome man. Todd's face suddenly falls, continues our source. His breakup with Theo is still raw, so to see him on a date with another bloke so soon makes his stomach drop. Even though Todd knows how low Theo can stoop, it doesn't make it any less upsetting that he's out and about with another man. Later in the week, Glenda Shuttleworth does her best to convince Todd to dive back into the dating scene. As a result, Todd makes the brave decision to tell Theo that he was right all along, and that they should move on from each other. In response, Theo flirts with Sean Tully in the Rovers, before Todd reveals to his ex that Glenda has set him up on a date. How will Theo react to Todd's new lease of life? At the bistro, Todd joins his mystery man, but unfortunately for him, Theo is only a few tables away, having joined Gary Windass to celebrate his birthday. In front of Todd, Theo does his best to prove that he's having the time of his life without him. As Theo laughs hysterically at Gary's jokes, will Todd be able to focus on the fella in front of him? Afterwards, Theo takes a moment with Todd to explain that he's thinking about accepting a job in Belfast so that they can have a clean break once and for all. While Todd is clearly gutted by the idea, Theo smiles to himself at the hurt he has caused. So, when Theo later pours drugs into Todd's drink, what does he have planned in his twisted mind? And how much danger is Todd in?